Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and today we have a brand new set of knowledge notes from Kelly Bangs. This is a printable study set from Illustrated Faith. Kelly has been releasing knowledge notes all year, and I've been doing lots of different things with them. Really, they are just a great resource as you are looking at certain topics in the Bible, certain very specific parts of the Bible, the books of the Bible. It's kind of like a Cliff Notes version, you might say. She kind of focuses you in on some important things to take away from specific verses. There's a whole variety. So I definitely want you to go check out all of the different knowledge notes. But this month, her focus is our shepherd and Jesus as our shepherd and what that means and where that shows up in the Bible. And so we're going to work with this set of knowledge notes today and do something a little bit different. I'm going to see if I can create a little book for this one, like a little mini book that you can just toss in your purse if you're studying, or because it's getting to be that time of year, a little mini book that you can create and give away as a gift, which would be so fantastic to have several of these in your bag to give away at church or to friends. I think it would be so fun. So that's what we're going to try to create today. Let's see how it goes. I'll put you guys on fast forward. I'll link everything I end up using. Otherwise, let's go. All right, so we're going to use some washi tape designed by Kelly Bangs. It's available over in the Illustrated Faith Print and Pray shop. It came out in at the end of October to go with Gratitude Documented. I'm going to start out with my adhesive here, and I'm just putting the cards back to back. I printed them just one-sided, obviously trimmed them all out, and now I'm just putting them back to back, and I'm trying to be really careful to make sure I get them in the correct order, because of course I'm putting them in a book, so I need them to stay in the right order so that they make sense as you are reading through, especially the opening. Once you get to her verse cards, it's not as important that it stay in this order, but just want to make sure it is in the right order. So I'm putting them back to back just so it's a double-sided book page. I think these books just make for really cool gifts to give out. There's of course a lot of different knowledge note sets that have been released throughout the year, so you could pick your favorite one. You could create little books of all of them and give them as a full gift set to someone. Like, how great would that be to kind of kick off their new year with all of these great like mini studies just to have, and then knowing that someone that loves them took the time to create a special little booklet for them. There's so much you can do and so much you can create that is meaningful and not necessarily super expensive, because these are supplies you have on hand. Yes, you have to print things off, but I bet you have washi tape. I bet you have adhesive. I bet you have pretty paper. All right, got all these cards. They're double-sided now. Had one left over because I have one right at the beginning as well. And then I'm going to start putting them together. Super simple, lining them up next to each other and then putting washi tape down. Now, you'll see me switch over partway through, and yes, I only put washi tape on the front. It's okay. It'll all work out in the end. Now I closed that book and now I'm adding another one. I wish I had gone and done little booklets, like done 2 at a time, and then put 2 plus 2 together to make 4, and then 4 plus 4 together to make 8, because it starts to get a little uneven. You can see there's a little bit of a height difference now between the top of the one on the left. That washi tape is going to be too thick, so we're going to switch to a smaller. Luckily, Kelly Bangs has different widths. All right, so it's starting to have a little discrepancy between the height of the card. Like, this is getting a little bit wonky. Like, I'm like, that's going to be hard to get together. So now I'm going from the back and we're going to build it up slowly, kind of the way I should have done it from the beginning. That's why I like keeping this stuff in here for you guys. When I'm creating my videos, I am just showing you like peeks into my craft room. I love getting to teach you things and then getting to show you things like mistakes I made. So I did that first set, then I'm going to do the second set, which is what I should have done from the beginning. Trim off the extra washi tape, and I'm just using the washi tape to adhere the cards together. Close that, get another set. It's kind of like making little cards, and then I can start putting those together, and in that way all of the different it just lines up a little bit easier. It just makes a little bit more sense. Now I have all my cards. Now I can start putting these together. So set of 2, set of 2. Let's adhere this together, and now it becomes a set of 4. I hope that makes sense. It seems like a lot of math for crafting, but I think the truth is a lot of times there is math in crafting, whether we like it or not. You guys know I don't like to measure. I guesstimate all the time. I'm not the most precise crafter in the world, but the truth is it gets done and the book ends up super, super cute. So this is basically putting together the guts of the book, making sure it all fits together. This little washi tape, I decided as we start putting these bigger pieces together, there's a little bit more room, lining it up very carefully, putting washi tape down the middle, trim, trim. And then we just had to add the last little section right here. Again, we'll use the thicker washi tape. And once that's done, the basic part of our book is done. And you could do this with any of the knowledge notes sets. And you guys look, just like this, it's adorable, right? Come on, that is so cute. Love, love, love the little flip book. So cute. But let's like take it up a notch and create a cover for it. All right, now you're really going to start to see some crafting on the fly. We're going to create a cover for this thing. I have some printable papers from Kelly Bangs. These are from her Project Grateful collection, and I'm just measuring the height of this book, and then I'm going to cut this piece. Let's cut off the little white edges as well with the paper trimmer, and then you'll see that it's going to fit over the top of the book. And I could have just done this, but you guys, it's just paper, and I wanted to kind of take it up a notch. I want it to feel like an actual real little book. So that means the cover's got to be a little bit thicker, and I don't want it to just be white underneath. So let's get another piece of paper. Again, we'll do Kelly Bangs, Project Grateful. I think we'll go with this contrasting color. I'm going to trim out this paper to the same size as I cut the front of the cover. So we're going to do 4.5 based on how I printed my cards. It's 4.5 inches, and then when I put them together, I just trimmed out. I didn't measure, so it's just going to be extra long, and we'll fix that there in a minute. So done with those. Now let's figure out how big this is. I printed my cards at 90%. The reason I scale it down is because I actually usually keep all my cards in a very cute little bust that I created back in January for this project, and it's getting pretty full now. So I measured the cards, and then this is some pretty thick white cardstock, and that's 2 pieces of paper, which I probably just needed 1, but that's okay. We're going to trim it down and then fold it in half. Ta-da! And you guys, this is going to be the size of the cover, but slightly smaller. So what I'm doing here is creating a thick, kind of like cardboard piece. If I had cardboard handy, I could have just cut a piece of cardboard the size of the cover, and that would have solved my problem. But now we're just going to stack cardstock on top of each other to create our own cardboard feel. So basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to create a really thick piece of paper cardboard-esque thing and use it as the front cover of the book. So I'm putting 2 pieces of cardstock together and then folding it over. So basically it's 4 pieces of cardstock thick, just putting some adhesive so it stays closed, and there. So that is the front, the size of the front cover. What I'm going to do is put it, adhere it down right to the inside. I have a tiny little border, and then it will see, then it's going to be the front of the book, and it gives it a bulky feel, makes it feel a little bit more like a book. Then I'm going to take this one, I'm giving a little bit of a space for the size of the book. You can see I have some excess to the right, but ta-da, that's going to match up my little book perfectly. But who wants that chunky white paper in the middle? Not me. So let's take this teal paper. I'm putting plenty of adhesive on the inside and matching it up so it's hiding our little cardstock backings that we created. Can fold it here in on the side, and I'm just going to trim off a little bit of the green. Now I could have trimmed it off completely. I just thought a folded edge looked kind of nice, so I'm going to take that and we will adhere that down. Look how cute. And basically I made a book cover all out of paper, all out of supplies that I had like within arm's reach. And now let's add a little bit of washi tape finish just to seal up the edges and bring it all together. All right, I hope that I'm conveying to you how easy this project is, how fun it is, and it does feel substantial. It doesn't feel like it's just a bunch of pieces of paper washi taped together. It feels like a little book. It feels like something someone took time to create. And so that's why I think it would be a great gift. I also think it'd be fun to create these for yourself if you've been doing knowledge notes all year and maybe you're ready to like put the set away. It's like a little book collection that you can come up with. All right, so I got my book. I just need to add adhesive to this back blank page so that it will stick down. I do make a little mistake and I put it down and then I end up trying to rip it up and two of the pages separate because I was a little too rough with it. You got to be gentle with washi tape, you guys. So I put it down and then I wanted to do something, so I try to rip it up and then I rip washi tape. But here's the great thing. I just add more washi tape, put it back together, no problemo, all back. And then I'm going to add a little bit of washi tape on the front section, and basically what that's going to do is cover the spine of the book to protect it of the little booklet I made. And then when I layer the washi tape over each other right here, it's going to then adhere the front of the book as I press it down to the front cover, the front pages of the book to the front cover. So trimming that off and bending it, working that spine a little bit, loosening it up, and then ta-da, it's a book. I think it would be fun to make a little closure for the book, but we're not going to do that today. All right, so for the front section, every month Kelly has these little tabs that you can cut out. So I'm going to trim that out. I'm going to use an extra little printout of knowledge notes and put those two pieces together to create just the title for my little booklet. But I hope you enjoyed this fun little project. I know it's pretty simple, but I think it is a great way to share the joy of studying the Word with someone you know, or someone in your church, or I think it's just a fun project that you can create to give to someone else. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification button. I will definitely link all of the supplies that I used down below, including this brand new set of Knowledge Notes printables from Kelly Bangs. You're going to want to check that out over in the Illustrated Faith Print and Pray shop. All right, I want to give a huge shout out to my Patreon members. Thank you guys so much. We are having a great time over in Patreon, and there's a special bonus gift offer for the month of November until November 24th. All of the tiers of Patreon will be receiving some extra little bonus gifts, including a Christmas junk journal for all my green level, blue level, and purple level tiers. So make sure to check that out as well. All right, I hope that you all have a fabulous day. And as always, keep it creative.